My name's J.Berry. I work at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. I'm a hip and knee surgeon there. I'm also the chairman of our department. Well, it's interesting. A book that you also published called Insall Surgery of the Knee, Insall and Scott Surgery of the Knee, was a very long-standing and very popular textbook of the knee. And we realized that while that was a great textbook of the knee, there wasn't a similar book in the hip. One of the things that made that book unique, the knee book, was that it dealt not only with knee arthroplasty but all other aspects of knee surgery, major aspects of knee surgery. And we realized there was a need for that in the hip as well. A comprehensive text that dealt with issues related to trauma, issues related to pediatrics, also issues related to joint replacement, tumor problems, and so forth, anatomy, basic science. So it was conceived as a comprehensive textbook for the hip, and we put it together that way. And we were fortunately able to recruit outstanding section editors with expertise in each of those areas. And it has turned out to be an opportunity to put together a comprehensive text on the hip that didn't really exist before. There are, I would say, three specific things about the book that to me make it unique. One is its comprehensive nature. It does cover all aspects of hip surgery. So somebody that's interested in a hip problem or sees a hip problem in a patient of any age can go there and find good answers from experts on the subject. That's number one. Number two, I think that any textbook rises or falls based on the quality of the authorship. And the authors of this textbook, we were fortunately able to recruit, honestly, the very best people in the world for each chapter. So each chapter we thought about everyone in the world that writes on this, everyone in the world that does these problems, and we were able to recruit them. They were kind enough to write the chapters, but they've written them, so we've got outstanding experts in each area. And then finally, there's a user-friendliness element of any book that I think also determines whether somebody wants to use the book on a regular basis. This book is designed to be very user-friendly both in its format and also it's well illustrated so that the ideas are ideas that are well transmitted by the accompanying illustrations. So user-friendliness, timeliness, the information's brand new now, so that makes it terrific. And then finally the fact that we were really able to recruit the world's experts to write the chapters. Well, like any comprehensive text, we had in mind a variety of different audiences, honestly. So this is a book that is broad enough in scope that I think it can appeal to the super expert who wants to go to the book on the hip for either specific references or specific questions or specific procedures or techniques. And I think it's also broad enough with enough basic information to appeal to somebody who's learning about hip surgery for the first time or has a casual question about hip surgery, even if it's not their subspecialty. So it's conceived as a book that's broad enough in scope to really cover that waterfront. One of the things that people are doing more and more of is sort of just-in-time learning. They want to get the information right before they use it. The fact that the book's available in electronic format allows people to do that. It's in a searchable format, which makes it quick and easy for people to use. And then we also envision that the same things will happen with this book as has happened with the sister companions. That is, additional information will be added as time goes on to keep the information current and right up to date. One of the areas that has made fairly rapid improvement in all of joint replacement surgery is how we take care of patients in the perioperative period. This book covers a lot of those advances, and no doubt in the coming years there'll be even more advances. One of the nice things about the book is that we will continue to post online updates for the book. And as everyone knows, one of the things about a textbook that you have to be careful about is not to let the information become old, because there's a certain amount of time it takes to write the book, to get it published, and then it has a certain shelf life. So this will be a way of continuing to renew the book and provide fresh new information to the purchaser of the book on a regular basis. They'll have access to that.